Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting one of the most important and fascinating chapter in biology, human reproduction. From how our reproductive system are designed and how a single cell develop into the baby, this topic explains the entire journey of our life. Focus on the structure of the functions of the male and female reproductive system, then we'll go to the gamete formation, fertilization, pregnancy, and last one is the development of the embryo. And here we'll explore each concept step by step with the diagrams and the simple explanation. So let's get started. The reproductive system. First one is the reproduction. We all know that what is reproduction. So this is the process by which living organism is able to produce more of its own kind. Means यहाँ पे reproduction means living organism क्या produce करता है, अपनी यंगर वन प्रोड्यूस करता है, उसको ही हम बोलते हैं रिप्रोडक्शन. मीन्स इट इन्वॉल्व्स द ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ जेनेटिक मटेरियल फ्रॉम द पेरेंट्स टू द offspring. Here I can say another point is the transmission of genetic materials. Okay, here transmission of genetic material. And genetic materials, we'll discuss it later. What is genetic materials in male? What is the genetic materials in females? What is the genetic material? Next, types of reproduction. Normally, reproduction is two types. First one is the asexual reproduction, and second one is the sexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, it involves the production of the offspring from the single organism. Here, only the single parent is involved. Okay, means here the asexual reproduction is happening without the fusion of gamete. Then I can say that it's without fusion of gametes. But in sexual reproduction, we can say that this is the production of offspring by fusion of genetic materials that contain the sex cell. Okay, here is one of the thing is the sex cell. We all know that what is the sex cell. Okay, sex cell means I can say that sex cell or gametes both are same thing. Okay, in sexual reproduction, this is the type of reproduction in both sex are involved. Means both the male as well as the female are involved here. Means as a result, there is the fertilization. Means the male and the female gamete unite to form a zygote. Means here I will take a male gamete, then another one is the female gamete. When these both are combined, then it will form zygote. Then the zygote it further develop into the organism. ऑर्गेनिज्म बनने में फर्स्ट एक्चुअली जाइगोट फॉर्मेशन होता है, देन वो डेवलप होके ऑर्गेनिज्म बनाता है. एंड सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन कहाँ कहाँ होता है? मोस्ट एनिमल, ऑलमोस्ट सारा एनिमल्स में सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन ही होता है. एंड इन हायर प्लांट, बट ये सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन कहाँ पे होता है? लोअर प्लांट एंड एनिमल्स में. एंड वो डिटेल्स है आपका बॉटनी में, बॉटनी का फर्स्ट चैप्टर में asexual reproduction आएगा. But in this chapter, we only discuss about the sexual reproduction. Next is the sexual reproduction in human. Okay, generally human reproduce sexually, and the production in the human can be studied in the two part. In first part, we will discuss the reproductive system in human beings, means the male as well as the female reproductive part. The and second part we have to study about the fertilization, pregnancy, and further development of the embryo. So let's start at the first part, that is the reproductive system in human beings. Okay, so the reproductive organ in human beings become functional after attaining the sexual maturity. पहले वो functional नहीं रहता है, but एक सेक्सुअल मेच्योरिटी के बाद ही रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स मेल्स एंड फीमेल्स दोनों में वो मेच्योरिटी आता है, उसके बाद ही वो फंक्शनल हो पाता है, अदरवाइज वो फंक्शनल नहीं होगा। जब बर्थ होता है मीन्स जब बेबी का बर्थ होता है, तब जो रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स होता है वो फंक्शनल नहीं होता है। But the period during the adolescence in the body attained the sexual maturity, we call it puberty. After puberty, the reproductive organ become functional, and it tends to reach early in girls as compared to boys. Normally in males, okay, the sexual maturity is attained about it's 13 to 14 years, but in females, it will little bit early. But in females, it's around 12 to 13 years. Okay. In females, it will onset of menstruation. Means menstruation is take place in the age of 12 to 13 years. And this age means in males that is the 13 to 14 years, and in female that is the 12 to 13 years. This is called is the puberty. Okay. Next. During sexual maturity, hormonal changes are take place in male as well as the female also. Okay. And under the influence of these hormones, the secondary sexual characteristics are developed. There is some hormonal changes means the influence of these hormones. What is developed? The secondary sexual organ. Secondary sexual organs. Okay, ये characteristics. Okay, so how the secondary sexual characteristics are developed? Okay, secondary sexual characteristics in male that devel- develop under the influence of the testosterone. Means in male it developed under the testosterone. Testosterone is the hormone. Okay, and the testosterone is secreted by the testes in male. So these include the deepening of voice, widening of the shoulder, and growth of axillary and the pubic hair. Next one is the enlargement of the external genital organs, and I can say that, and formation of sperm also. And another point is there, I forgot to enter in PDF. That is the appearance of beard. But in females, okay, it include the growth of axillary and pubic hair, next to widening of pelvis and hip, then enlargement of the breast, and another point is the menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle. Okay, these are the secondary sexual characteristics of both male as well as the female. Then we'll go to the primary reproductive part and accessory reproductive part. In primary reproductive part, there is the gonads, means it include the gonads. What is gonads? Gonads means in a male is testis, we called testis as gonad, but in female it will be ovaries. Okay, and these are the site of gamete production, means from the testis it is the site of formation of sperm, and ovaries is the site of formation of eggs. In accessory reproductive part, it includes all the structures which help the transfer of the sex cell. Okay, here one is the sex cell. What do you mean by sex cell? Sex cell means gametes. Okay, and their fusion leading to the fertilization and also growth and development the egg till the birth of the baby. Next is the male reproductive part. In male reproductive part, it consists of first, actually, in male reproductive part, there is the two type of sex organ. One is the primary sex organ, and second one is the secondary sex organ. So, first one is the primary sex organ means first a pair of testes. This is called is the primary. This is the primary sex organ. Okay, and it's suspended in the scrotum. And second one is the a pair of epididymis. Epididymis. And third one is the same, the pair of sperm duct. This sperm duct also called as the vas differentia. Yeah, I will write here. The other name of sperm duct is vasa differentia. Okay, this is in plural form. If there is the singular, then it will be called as vas difference. Next part is the urethra. And next one is the penis. And last one is the accessory gland. There is the three accessory gland. Okay. And first, this is the primary, testis is the primary sex organ. And all of this means this one and this one, all are called as the secondary sex organ. Next, we will discuss the function of this part. So, okay, first, here is your first is the testis means here is the testis. Better you will, so this side, this is your test, this is the testis. Then the pair of testes is there means this is one and another one is there. Okay. Next is the epididymis, the coil structure. This one. Okay. Here is also the coiled structure. It's called as the epididymis. And third one is the sperm duct, yeah, bhasa difference. This part, I will change my pen better for better understanding. So this one and this one is called as the vasa difference. Yeah, in single week, this is the vas difference. Okay. Next one is the urethra. This is the urethra. And this one is the penis. And last accessory gland is there. The seminal vesicle, prostate gland, and corpus gland. These three are the accessory gland. Now we will discuss the functions. First one is the seminiferous tubules. In seminiferous tubules, the sperms are manufactured here. Next, epididymis. Here the sperm is stored, but it's behavable but immobile. It means the sperm cells are alive and capable of the fertilization, but they are not actively moving here. And next one is the sperm duct. Sperm duct that contract help in the process of the sperm into the urethra during ejaculation. जब वो contraction होता है, then sperm को pass करने में help करता है, जो कि urethra के through बाहर आता है. Next one is the seminal vesicles and prostate gland. These two glands that secrete a fluid-like fluid and that activate the neurosis, the sperms. Okay. Next one is the urethra. Urethra means urethra that contraction expels the semen. जिसके contraction की वजह से semen बाहर आता है. Next one is the penis. Penis is contain the spongy tissue where full of blood causes erection and serve as copulatory organ. Here one is the copulatory organ. Copulatory organs. Normally, copulatory organs means insemination of the deposit of the sperm directly into the female's reproductive system. Okay, means जब इंसेमिनेशन होता है तब डायरेक्टली स्पर्म फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव ट्रैक के अंदर जाता है थ्रू द penis. Okay, next we will discuss the testes. In singular, we can also call as the testes, but the spelling is little bit different. That is the testes. This is the male gonad, and in the embryonic stage, the testes are contained within abdomen. जब एम्ब्रियो के थ्रो होता है तब ये जो टेस्टिस होता है वो एब्डोमेन के अंदर होता है, बट जस्ट बिफोर बर्थ, बर्थ होने से जस्ट बिफोर वो क्या होता है, एब्डोमेन के नीचे आता है, मीन्स द डिसेंट डाउन जस्ट बिफोर बर्थ. सो दिस टेस्टिस आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द एक्स्ट्रा एब्डोमिनल. इट ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज एक्स्ट्रा abdominal. Okay, these are present in the thin pouch made of the skin. This is the thin pouch that is made up in the skin. Okay, and it is made up of the skin as well as the connective tissue. So the total is called as the scrotum. Yes, scrotal sac. Next, it also divided into two parts. Means the right and the next one is the left. Means this type of structure is there. Means one is in a right side and other one is the left side. This is the right side and this is the left side. The two testes are present in the each scrotum. Okay, and it is lies in the each cup, and in between there is the muscular septum. Means there is the two testes lies in this, and here is the middle part. Means this is the muscular part is called as the septum. Here is the two testes lies on each compartment. Okay, next. The high temperature of the body does not allow the mature the sperm, thus the scrotum act the thermoregulator. Here the scrotum act as thermoregulator. वो जस्ट थर्मोरेगुलेटर के तरह काम करता है, क्योंकि जब बॉडी का जब हाई टेम्परेचर होता है वो कभी भी अलाउ नहीं करता है स्पर्म को मेचुरेशन करने के लिए, बट जो स्क्रोटम होता है वो एज ए थर्मोरेगुलेटर काम करता है. नॉर्मली जो बॉडी टेम्परेचर होता है उससे 2 to 3 डिग्री लोअर रहता है, एंड जो 2 to 3 डिग्री लोअर रहता है दिस टेम्परेचर इज सुटेबल फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द स्पर्म. सो स्क्रोटम इज also called as act as the thermoregulator. Next, the each testis has several highly coiled tubular structure is called as the seminiferous tubules. Okay, this one. Here highly coiled structure is there. Here, here, here. So these are called as the seminiferous tubules. And each testis is engaged the capsule of the white fibrous connective tissue, which is this is the white fibrous connective tissue. So it's called as the tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea. This is the white fibrous tissue. And each testis has several highly coiled tubules that is called as the seminiferous tubules, which is involved in the formation of spermatozoa. Okay, and this process is the formation of the sperms that is called as the spermatogenesis. Next, between the seminiferous tubules in the connective tissue and which are present clumps intestine that is called as the lading cell. Here is One you have to, that is the leading cell. What is leading cells? Leading cells means this is the connective tissue where that is present clumps in the intercellular cell. Okay. And it secretes the male sex hormone, that is the testosterone. It secretes testosterone. Testosterone is the male sex hormone. Okay. Next, the hormone regulates the maintenance of the primary as well as the secondary characteristics in males. Next one is, yes, in seminiferous tubules, this is the seminiferous tubules that secrete the sperm. This is the sperms. Next is the epididymis. It is a long tube-like structure. Okay. And its length is about 6 meters, and it's highly coiled structure. This is the epididymis. The total area is the epididymis. It will be starting from here to here. Okay. And it's highly coiled structure that remains attached to the testes and lies within the scrotal sac. It lies in scrotal sac. Okay. And it stores the sperms and serve as the process of their transport from the testes. After epididymis, there is the vast difference. Okay. This is also called as the sperm duct. Okay. Each epididymis contained from the lower end is called as the vas. This is the epididymis that is contained to the lower end, means this part is the vas difference. It entered the abdominal cavity through the inguinal canal. Okay. It will enter the abdominal cavity. किसके थ्रू वो एंटर करता है? By inguinal canal. Okay, ये क्या होता है? This is the pathway for structure of the pass between the abdomen and the external genital. Next, passed over the urinary bladder and joint duct the seminal vesicles to form the ejaculatory duct, and next the ejaculatory duct open into the urethra. Next is the urethra. Urethra, the male urethra is about 15 to 20 centimeter long, means its length is 15 to 20 centimeter, and it differentiates into the three part. First one is the anterior prostate part. Anterior prostatic part. It passed through prostate gland. Next, second part is the middle membranous part. And last one is the third one is the posterior penile part. One, second part, and last part. First one is the anterior posterior part, second part is the middle membranous part, and third one is the posterior penile part. And the function of this urethra is passes for both the semen as well as the urine. Here I have write the function. पैसेज फोर दोनों को पास करता है, मीन्स वो एक ही, जैसे फीमेल में अलग होता है बट मेन में सेम होता है, सीमेन एंड यूरिन। नेक्स्ट इज द penis. Penis is the copulatory organ of male, and its structure is normally cylindrical. Structure is cylindrical, okay, and it's spongy, muscular, and highly vascular. Highly vascular organ. The urethra run through the centrally in serve as the common passage for the exit of urine and semen. It will runs this one urethra. Okay. So it will run through the centrally. And it is the common passage for both semen as well as the urine. And also used as the passage of the deposit sperm in the female genital tract. Means penis that also use the passage of the deposit of the sperm in female genital part. So during sexual excitement, the spongy tissue get filled with blood. Okay, then the arteries in it dilate and it's known as the erection. जब सेक्सुअल एक्साइटमेंट होता है तो penis is filled of blood. Blood आ जाता है, then it will be called as the erection. And normally, externally, the penis is covered by the skin, and the tip of the penis is soft and highly sensitive, and it covered by the loose rectile fold of skin that is called as the prepuce. This is the prepuce, and last part is called as the gland. Next part is the accessory gland. Accessory glands means there is the three accessory gland. First one is the seminal vesicle, then prostate gland, last one is the Cowper's gland. So I will write here. First one is the seminal vesicle. And second one is the prostate gland. And third one is the Cowper's gland. First, we'll discuss the seminal vesicles. So, this is the seminal vesicles. Okay. So, a pair of seminal vesicles are present in the base of the urinary bladder. This is the base. This is the urinary bladder. So, it will situated in the base of urinary bladder, and its function is store sperm and to secrete seminal fluid, and also secrete seminal fluid. ये जो seminal fluid होता है, that will help to provide the nourishment to the sperm. और कोई काम नहीं होता, ये alkaline viscous fluid होता है and that provide the nourishment to the sperm. Okay, next. And जो secretion होता है, that is about 40 to 80% of this ejaculation, that sperm get active when it mixed with the seminal fluid. जब seminal fluid के साथ mix होता है तभी जाके जो sperm होता है वो activate होता है. नेक्स्ट इज द प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड. प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड उसके नीचे जस्ट प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड है, फिर उसके नीचे आता है आपका कॉपर्स ग्लैंड. सो नेक्स्ट विल डिस्कस द प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड. It surrounded the upper part of the urethra and it secrete alkaline fluid. It also secretes the alkaline fluid when it discharges into the urethra. Means this fluid keep the sperm alive and it help them to swim. Means the function of this prostate gland, first it will secrete the alkaline fluid. And the function of this fluid is keep the sperm alive and also help them to swim vigorously. Next, third gland is the Cowper's gland. This Cowper's gland also called as the bulbourethral gland. I will write here. Bulbourethral gland. Okay. This pair gland lie just below the prostate gland and join the urethra at the short distance from there the prostate gland. So this Cowper's gland, it secrete a white viscous alkaline fluid. It also a, secrete a alkaline fluid. Means that is the resembling in a mucus. And this mucus is act as a lubricant. Okay. Means Cowper's gland first secreted the white viscous alkaline fluid a secretion resembling into the mucus, which act as the lubricant. So next one is the its spermatozoa. Spermatozoa and semen. Then we'll go through the sperms. So first one is the spermatozoa. This spermatozoa is a minute gamete. It produced by the testes. Okay. Next. Here. This is immotile. Where it stored in the epidermis. जब वो एपिडिडेमस में रहता है स्टोर्ड होके, सो उस टाइम ये इमोटाइल होता है. बट it get activated when, yeah, it will convert into the motile by the secretion from the accessory reproductive gland in male. After that it will convert into the, it will be motile. Okay. And the secretion of the various accessory gland along with the sperm is called as the semen. Means normally we can say that semen means sperms with added with the secretion. Means secretion of the various gland. Okay. Sperm with the secretion is total called as the semen. And these sperms are released in millions, means in one ejaculation, that is nearly about 2 into 10 to the power 8 sperms. And it has some speed, means it moving with the speed is about 2 mm per minute. Where it will swim in female tract. Next we'll go to the last part, that is the sperm. This is the three main part. First one is the head, neck, then tails. Okay, the tip of the sperm is have acromion. This is the acromion. Okay, and this acromion help the sperm to penetrate inside egg during the fertilization. जब fertilization होता है, हमको पता है एग बस एक ही स्पर्म के साथ ही फर्टिलाइज होता है. मीन्स एक स्पर्म एंटर होने के बाद उसका जो वॉल होता है वो टोटली क्लोज होता है। क्यों होता है? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस एक्रोजोम। दैट एक्रोजोम रिलीज सम एंजाइम। ये क्या करता है? एक एंजाइम रिलीज करता है, जिसके वजह से जो वो जो एक का वॉल होता है उसके साथ डिजल्व हो जाता है, एंड फर्दर जो स्पर्म का एंट्री वो बंद हो जाता है। मतलब एक ही स्पर्म एक एक को फर्टिलाइज कर सकता है, एक से ज्यादा स्पर्म एंटर ही नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन। एंड देन the nucleus, this is the nucleus part. What is the function of this nucleus? It contains the genetic materials. The nucleus is contain the genetic material, and this transfer to the egg and mixed with the female nucleus during fertilization. After fertilization is happening, and it forms the zygote. Okay. Next, the middle piece. Middle piece, this one have the mitochondria. We already know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Means here also it will provide the energy. Means it provide the energy for sperm penetration and also the sperm movement. Next, last part is the course of sperm. It means how to reach. The sperm is reached to urethra. Means how, कहाँ पे वो निकलता है एंड कैसे होके लास्टली यूरेथ्रा में जाता है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, याद रखना पड़ेगा। फर्स्ट इज स्पर्म प्रोड्यूस, एंड स्पर्म कहाँ पे प्रोड्यूस्ड होता है? इन सेमनीफेरस ट्यूबल। अभी तो प्रोड्यूस हो गया, देन वो स्टोर होगा, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे पास करेगा। कहाँ पे पास करता है? नेक्स्ट, स्पर्म पास टू एफरेंट डक्ट। किसके थ्रू पास करता है? थ्रू द नेटवर्क ऑफ ट्यूबल्स। Then, after that, it will go through the vas efferents, then epididymis. Epididymis means here the sperm is stored. Next, after that, it will go through the vas efferents, and last is urethra. Urethra in penis. Then it will it will be completed. Means with this we can conclude the part 1 of human reproduction. Here we have covering the male reproductive system. In the next video, we will begin with the second part, that is the female reproductive system. So, so this is the first part. So thank you for watching. See you in the part